Ooh-wee, we done found us a spook. Look, what in the world? Hold on. Look at all that right there. All right, y'all, we're coming at you from AJ Farms. We're out here at the rent house. The renters moved out and we gotta examine what they put down the old toilet. You know folks ain't got any sense. See the little rent house and the carport we built? Built it last year. I'm gonna spin this camera around. Let's go down here and we'll see what's wrong with this septic line. I tell you, we did have a trailer sitting here when we first bought this place and I got rid of it. Matter of fact, the trailer sat right here where I'm standing. And we got rid of it, and that's the original septic tank. So I think about right here, the people that put this tank in, they put it down too deep and it has a sharp, it falls off sharp right there, and I think that's my problem. But we will see. We'll break out this new camera I got right here and put it on the fish tape we got right there, and we'll feed it in the ground in that line and see what we got. Look at them bugs, some sewer flies. Nasty. We'll be back. All right, y'all. Well, here we go. We got it all lined out. There it is. The green one is a fish tape. It's stiff. It's for pulling electrical wire and conduit or pipe. And we taped our camera to it so that it'll help push that wire down where we need to see. And like all things in the world that's nasty, we got to bag up. And we got bleach and hand sanitizer and some soap here. For when we're done, all we gotta do is take this stuff off and wash it up and we're clean. So we're gonna go down that right there, that away, and we're gonna see what's in the line. Let me show you my camera. This is the first time using it. I hope it works. I guess you gotta hold it on. Oh, look, endoscope. It's the same thing that the doctors use when you have a colonoscopy, I guess. So it's got a light. There it goes. Hard to do by yourself. Okay, so what have we learned so far? Not much. We've learned that even with a fish tape, both of these cables are very flexible and hard to push. Not necessarily hard to push, but when you get to a joint where two pieces of pipe come together, there might be a little separation. You'll hit that and it's hard to get past. I'll show you what I mean. Also, when dealing with plumbing, at least right there at the septic tank, those little gloves that we were using ain't gonna work. It's a good thing I bought me some of these right here. I really am getting after it now, ain't I? I look like one of them doctors when you are gonna get you a colonoscopy. I'm going all in. Anyhow, that camera, it's all right, but you really can't tell nothing. It's not like it's the clearest thing in the world. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. You can't really distinguish anything on there. Let me show you. Okay, this is what we found. First, we learned that you can twirl the cord and it'll cause that camera to do this inside that pipe, and you can see the sidewalls. That's something to remember if any of y'all ever get one of these things. Well, let me show you what we come up with. Basically, I think it's just some bad joints. The septic tank's buried so deep in the ground that it was having to, so the septic tank's flat, right? It's too deep, so it's having to come up like this. And the fittings that it took to make that angle, I think, is what's slowing the water down and catching toilet paper, and that's what is basically stopping the line up. So we're going to have to do some plumbing here shortly. We're supposed to have some new renters coming in. Let me show you what I was talking about on this camera though. Dang, that scares me. Makes me think something's alive down in there about to get my hand. See that right there? That purple? I think that that's a gap in a pipe. And I think it causes the toilet paper to settle there, or, you know, whatever they put down the toilet. And eventually causes it to build up. Could just tell them to bury their toilet paper or burn it. Stick it out there in the trash. Let the trash man carry it off. There's that thing right there. Ooh-wee, we done found us a spook. Look, what in the world? Hold on. Look at all that right there. That's old pipe, that's not new pipe. Look down in there, there's creatures. You can't see it, it looks like little flickering light to you, but there's little worms down in there. And this is why I get paid the big dollars. Who would ever figured I'd grow up to do this for a living? So as we say at the end of all these videos, be sure and thank the Almighty for your blessings. He's blessed us each and every day. We just got to take the time spot to look around and we'll spot them. It could very well be you got your hand in somebody else's pipe instead of your own. Well, I reckon it was just some bad fittings. We'll just have to fix it and go on. We'll catch y'all next time.